Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Phil here at Acoustic Vibes Music. What I'm going to show you today is a Cordoba Master Series Rodriguez guitar that we just recently got in. Before we get started, please don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks. So the guitar I'm going to talk to you about here today is a Cordoba Master Series guitar. Now this particular model is the Rodriguez. All of the Master Series guitars by Cordoba are essentially recreations of very famous nylon string builders and their models from yesteryear. So this particular model, the Rodriguez, is built in the same fashion that where you would see a very old or original Rodriguez. All the bracing pattern, the stylistic points on this guitar are essentially a recreation or a tribute to that original Rodriguez model. So what we're going to see on this guitar is traditional, no fretboard inlay, only two side dots. Usually I will see them either on 5 or on 7. We have both here, but that's pretty characteristic for most nylon string guitars and most classicals in general. A very ornate rosette in here with some very cool pixelated flowers. We're going to see a rosewood bridge that's sitting on top of this cedar top, and that cedar is sitting in front of some rosewood. Very similar to the last guitar that we just did a video on, and a very popular option in the nylon string world is going to be a cedar over rosewood combination. That's going to give you a very full, very rich sound, plenty of overtones, and the cedar is going to be a nice softwood that's easy to drive and easy to get excited. The 12 fret body joint is pretty characteristic of most nylon string guitars and most traditional classicals, I should say. What we're going to also see on this guitar is a very nice set of open geared tuners to accentuate this slotted peg head. And something that you aren't going to see on every guitar is this grained ivoroid buttons on here. I think this is a very nice touch and a nice way to class up the guitar without getting too crazy. And last but not least, on here we're going to see some wood binding. Now, if you're watching any of our other videos, you know that I really like wood binding. I think it's a classy upgrade that's a little bit different than either like a faux tortoise shell or an ivoroid colored binding. I think that this is going to blend into the body a little bit more of an understated look, as opposed to a maybe a maple binding, which would really make everything pop and be very bright to look at. But nonetheless, we are going to see right inside this binding, we've got a multi-layer Purfling, not only on the top and back, but we're also going to see it on the sides as well. That's definitely something that takes a little bit more time, a little bit more effort, and usually the price of the guitar is going to reflect that extra time and effort that it takes to do these things. But I like to point these things out because sometimes there are questions about, oh my gosh, why is that guitar so expensive? Well, a lot of it has to do with the amount of labor and the amount of handwork that's involved in getting these really ornate pieces to fit together in a eye-catching and pleasing way. The other thing that I've found on most high-end guitars is that the builders, when they're taking the time to build these high-end guitars, a lot of the time and labor that's spent on the building and construction of these instruments is really massaging all the braces and the top and back thicknesses so that you get a guitar that is not only going to hold up to the test of time, but also be very lively and musical and resonant. You'll find that this level of guitar, this Rodriguez, as well as maybe the Esteso or any of their other high-end Master Series guitars, are all going to be massaged just to that very fine line to where we have a very resonant and musical instrument. Please don't hesitate to reach out to us here at the shop if you've got any questions about this instrument or any of the other instruments we're doing videos on. I'm going to have a direct link down below to this guitar as well as contact info for the shop. Before you go, please don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.